Hey guys, welcome back to the layout once again. I have a quick motive power update for you. Nothing's really happened on the layout, but just the other day, my dad actually purchased his first ever locomotive in this Kansas City Southern SD70MAC from Athearn with DCC and sound. And then this locomotive, which I've had for a while and I'm still in the process of making, this is a Canadian National -9 Athearn shell and frame with an intermountain cab, and I just installed ESU Loksound in this unit. So I really don't have a lot of time, and I promise you that I will have a much more in-depth look at these two locomotives with some running clips, and then plenty of layout updates when I'm actually officially back for break. But right now I have a few minutes, and with that time, let's go ahead and take a look at these two locomotives. Alright, so first off, we got this KCS SD70MAC. I'm going to go ahead and set it down on the track. We'll listen to it idle up. We'll take a look at some of the details and lights, and then we'll just take a quick look at this locomotive, and that'll be that. So that's your standard Soundtrack Tsunami 710 startup. The lights look decent. They're actually pretty dim, especially the ditch lights, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. I'll probably upgrade these to LEDs eventually. But anyway, here's the bell. I changed the horn to a K5 LA. And let's just run it forward really quick. There's that slow speed control. It's actually pretty good compared to some other Athearn products that I've had. It's got really good slow speed control, and it's very smooth. There's notching up there and back down. So that's what it sounds like. I think it sounds pretty good. Oh, and also here's the dynamic brakes. They've got the higher pitched ones. Come on. Yeah, so that's dynamic brakes. So yeah, if we take a look at the cab, this unit was repainted, was actually acquired as a TFM SD70MAC in that gray scheme. So this has been repainted by KCS, and because of that, Athearn actually did their research, their homework, and I'm sorry, it won't focus. Come on. They got the windshield wipers on the cab. Those are painted red, as well as the headlight housing is also red, and that is accurate per the prototype, and it's a very nice detail to have. It's subtle, but it does make a difference, in my mind at least. One downside is it lacks all the pilot details, such as MU hoses and cables and all that, but the trucks look good. They are the HTCR late version trucks. You can't really see the detail here, but it does have the air hoses and all that, which looks good. Dynamic brake section is see-through, as you can see. That's kind of standard on all their older units, or all their SD70MAC units at least. And then the paint looks awesome as well. So of course you got the silver roof, grab irons everywhere. And again, no pilot detail, but that's something that's easy to add. So, I mean, for the price that it comes at, they probably should have added some pilot detail if they're going to sell it off as a Genesis locomotive. But all in all, really nice looking locomotive. Again, love the paint scheme, and Athearn, all in all, did a great job with this. And the detail is actually quite good, and it'll be even better once we add a little bit more. Alright, and here's the Canadian National -9. Again, this has ESU Loksound, so you can actually hear the engine prime mover is off, so I muted it, but you still have the spitter valve going, which is a really cool feature. Anyway, this locomotive's not done. This is supposed to be CN2202, which is one of the later runs, or production runs for the Canadian -9s. So I still need to renumber the cab and add ditch lights and all LED lighting all around, as well as some rear ditch lights. pilot detail, touch up the paint on the side like you see there. That is something that I still need to do. So still very much a work in progress, but getting the sound decoder installed is a very big step, and at least we have the locomotive running around the layout. So let's go ahead and take a listen. Here's the startup. So that's startup. We'll go ahead, take a listen to the horn. Here's the bell. And let's go ahead and notch it up. So that's notch 8. We'll run it back down. And now it should come back down to idle. And let's shut it off. So here's the shutdown sequence. Alright, so that's really all I have for you guys in this video. Again, I'll be back officially for break in a few days, and at that point I'll be here for a solid 3 to 3.5 weeks, and at that time I definitely am going to be working 24/7 on the layout, so I'll be continuing this pre-scenery, I guess you could call it, the scenery shell and surface. So I'll be continuing that around the layout, as well as some more fascia. Need to do some sub-road bed and install track, and we also started working on all those structures that we have for the other side of the peninsula with all the with the industrial junction there. So tons to work on, and I promise you we'll get tons done on the layout, and therefore we also have tons of videos. So anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this video, and hope to see you guys next time.